What is the role of feedback in the process of communication?
Feedback is a vital element in the communication cycle, acting as the response or reaction of the receiver to the sender's message. Its primary role is to confirm whether the message has been correctly understood, thereby completing the two-way process of communication. Without feedback, communication remains linear and ineffective, as the sender cannot gauge the impact or clarity of their message. Feedback serves multiple purposes. It validates understanding, clarifies doubts, corrects misinterpretations, and provides emotional or intellectual reinforcement. In professional and personal interactions, timely and constructive feedback enhances mutual understanding, builds trust, and fosters collaborative relationships. It also allows the sender to adjust their future communication style, content, or medium based on the receiver's response. For instance, in organizational settings, feedback helps in aligning team goals, improving performance, and facilitating continuous learning. Constructive feedback, when delivered respectfully, can motivate individuals and promote a culture of openness. Conversely, the absence of feedback can lead to assumptions, errors, and frustration. Thus, feedback not only closes the communication loop, but also transforms it into a dynamic, adaptive, and relational process, essential for meaningful and effective exchanges in any context. How does nonverbal communication complement verbal communication? Nonverbal communication complements verbal communication by adding depth, emotion, and context to spoken words, often conveying more than what is said verbally. It includes body language, facial expressions, gestures, posture, eye contact, tone of voice, and even silence. While verbal communication delivers the explicit content of a message, nonverbal cues reveal the speaker's true emotions, attitudes, and intentions. For example, a person saying, "I'm fine," with a slumped posture and a frown communicates distress, contradicting their words. Nonverbal signals can reinforce the verbal message, as when a speaker uses hand gestures to emphasize key points, or they can contradict it, leading to mixed signals. They also help regulate conversations through nods, eye contact, or pauses, indicating when it's another person's turn to speak. In intercultural communication, nonverbal cues can bridge language barriers, though they must be interpreted with cultural sensitivity. Additionally, nonverbal communication builds rapport and trust. A warm smile or steady eye contact can make interactions more engaging and authentic. In essence, nonverbal communication provides the emotional subtext and relational nuances that words alone cannot convey, making interactions richer, clearer, and more human. How do soft skills impact interpersonal relationships? Soft skills significantly shape the quality and dynamics of interpersonal relationships by fostering understanding, cooperation, and mutual respect. These skills, such as empathy, active listening, effective communication, adaptability, and conflict resolution, enable individuals to navigate social interactions with sensitivity and emotional intelligence. Empathy, for instance, allows one to understand and share the feelings of others, creating deeper emotional connections and reducing misunderstandings. Active listening ensures that people feel heard and valued, which builds trust and reduces conflicts. Effective communication helps express thoughts and emotions clearly, preventing assumptions and misinterpretations. In team settings, collaboration and teamwork skills promote synergy and collective problem solving, while adaptability allows individuals to adjust to different personalities and situations, maintaining harmony. Conflict resolution skills enable disagreements to be handled constructively, preserving relationships rather than damaging them. Moreover, soft skills like patience, humility, and a positive attitude contribute to a supportive and respectful environment. In personal relationships, these skills enhance intimacy and loyalty, while in professional contexts, they improve teamwork, leadership, and client relations.
Ultimately, soft skills transform superficial interactions into meaningful connections, creating a foundation for healthy, resilient, and fulfilling relationships. Explain the role of body language while facing an interview. Body language plays a critical role in interviews as it non-verbally communicates confidence, professionalism, and authenticity, often influencing the interviewer's perception more than words alone. From the moment an interviewee enters the room, their posture, eye contact, handshake, and gestures create a first impression. A firm handshake and upright posture convey confidence and enthusiasm, while slouching or avoiding eye contact might signal nervousness or disinterest. During the interview, maintaining appropriate eye contact demonstrates honesty and engagement, though it should be natural and not overly intense. Nodding occasionally shows active listening and understanding, while leaning slightly forward indicates interest in the conversation. Gestures can emphasize points, but should be controlled. Excessive fidgeting or crossed arms might suggest anxiety or defensiveness. Facial expressions, such as smiling, genuinely, project a positive and approachable demeanor. Additionally, mirroring the interviewer's positive body language subtly builds rapport and connection. Consistency between verbal responses and nonverbal cues is crucial. Discrepancies can raise doubts about sincerity. For example, claiming enthusiasm while sitting rigidly with a blank face sends mixed signals. In essence, body language reinforces verbal messages, helps establish a connection with the interviewer, and conveys traits like confidence, professionalism, and cultural fit, making it a decisive factor in interview success. Write a short speech on the value of book reading. Good morning, respected teachers and dear friends. Today I stand before you to speak about a timeless treasure, books. In an age dominated by screens and fleeting digital content, the habit of reading books holds profound and enduring value. Books are more than just words on pages. They are gateways to knowledge, imagination, and empathy. Through reading, we travel across time and space, explore diverse cultures, and gain insights into the human experience. Books sharpen our intellect, enhance our vocabulary, and improve critical thinking, skills essential for academic and lifelong success. Beyond utility, reading nurtures our emotional and mental well-being. It reduces stress, fosters creativity, and cultivates patience in a fast-paced world. Whether it's fiction that transports us to magical realms or nonfiction that deepens our understanding of reality, every book leaves an imprint on our minds. Moreover, reading builds empathy by allowing us to see the world through others' eyes, making us more compassionate and understanding individuals. Let us not forget that some of the greatest thinkers, leaders, and innovators were avid readers. I urge each of you to embrace reading as a daily habit, a companion for growth, reflection, and joy. Let's turn the pages to unlock endless possibilities. Thank you. What is a memorandum and what is its purpose? A memo, commonly known as a memo, is a concise, formal written document used for internal communication within an organization. It typically follows a standardized format, including headers such as to, from, date, and subject, and is designed to convey information efficiently and clearly. Memos are usually brief, direct, and focused, avoiding the informality of emails while maintaining professionalism. The primary purposes of a memorandum are multifaceted. Firstly, it serves to inform employees or departments about policies, procedures, announcements, or updates, ensuring everyone is aligned with organizational goals. Secondly, memos can instruct or direct, providing clear guidelines or tasks to be accomplished. Thirdly, they are used to request information, actions, or feedback from colleagues or teams. Additionally, memos serve as official records of communication, which can be referenced later for clarity or accountability. Unlike lengthy reports, memos prioritize brevity and relevance, making them ideal for routine internal correspondence. By streamlining communication and reducing misunderstandings, memos enhance operational efficiency, foster transparency, and maintain a structured flow of information within an organization. What are the socio-cultural barriers that a student from a rural area may face in a city college? A student transitioning from a rural area to a city college often encounters several socio-cultural barriers that can affect their academic and social integration. Firstly, linguistic challenges may arise, including difficulty with the medium of instruction, often English, or the urban dialect, impacting classroom participation and peer interactions. Secondly, cultural capital gaps can lead to feelings of alienation. Urban social norms, etiquette, fashion, and pop culture references may be unfamiliar, making it hard to connect with peers. Thirdly, economic disparities become evident in lifestyle differences, access to technology, and participation in paid extracurricular activities, potentially causing self-consciousness or exclusion.
Fourthly, digital divide issues may surface, as rural students might have limited prior exposure to online learning platforms, digital tools, or even basic computer skills, hindering academic performance. Additionally, social confidence can be affected. Urban environments often emphasize assertiveness and networking, which might contrast with the more reserved rural social style. Lastly, differences in value systems, such as attitudes toward competition, individualism, or gender roles, can create misunderstandings or conflicts. These barriers, if unaddressed, may lead to academic stress, social isolation, and diminished self-esteem, highlighting the need for institutional support systems like mentoring programs, language workshops, and inclusive campus policies to facilitate a smoother transition. 8. Define formal report and write its main features. A formal report is a structured, detailed document that presents factual information, analysis, findings, and recommendations on a specific topic or issue, typically prepared for a particular audience, such as management, clients, or stakeholders. It is characterized by its objective tone, logical organization, and adherence to a standardized format. The main features of a formal report include title page, contains the report's title, author's name, date, and the organization's name. Table of contents lists all sections and subsections with page numbers for easy navigation. Executive summary provides a concise overview of the report's purpose, key findings, conclusions, and recommendations. Introduction outlines the report's objectives, scope, and background context. Methodology describes the methods, tools, and procedures used to gather and analyze data. Findings/analysis presents the data or evidence in an organized manner, often using tables, charts, or graphs, followed by interpretation and analysis. Conclusions summarizes the main insights derived from the analysis, directly addressing the report's objectives. Recommendations suggests actionable steps or solutions based on the conclusions. Appendices includes supplementary material such as raw data, questionnaires, or detailed calculations. References/bibliography lists all sources cited in the report. Formal reports are impersonal, precise, and evidence-based, avoiding emotional language or bias. They serve to inform decision-making, document research, or propose solutions in academic, business, or professional settings.